At number 10 we have Wave, Surfing Yape. Masaki Hinaoka, who grew up near the coast of Orai in Ibaraki Prefecture, meets the prince-like transfer student Sho Aritsuki before the summer break, who introduces him to the world of surfing. Through surfing, Masaki meets irreplaceable friends and experiences farewell as he becomes an adult. It is the beginning of a never-ending story of boys fascinated by the charm of surfing.
なんで勝手に行くの？一人で目立ちたかった？
あんたと同じ一人ぼっちだ。
At number 9 we have Sayonara Watashi no Kreima. Over the years, the reputation of women's soccer in Japan has been gradually waning. Despite this rather bleak scenario, there are still some schools with teams trying to keep the sport alive. With that, glimmers of hope are starting to appear. Having played for the boys' soccer club when she was in middle school, Nozomi Onda's skills are nothing less than prodigious. Because of this, she thinks that playing soccer with fellow girls would only drag her down. She is only motivated to play her best when facing those she deems worthy opponents. Meanwhile, Sumire Suo is a promising rookie with exceptional talent, a talent hindered by a team that cannot keep up with her abilities. Onda, convinced by her former coach to join a girls' soccer club, and Suo, accompanied by her close friend and rival Midori Soshizaki, cross paths as members of the Warabi Seinan High School's girls' soccer team. In this new field, both girls begin to display their full potential and skills. Along with their teammates, each of their steps, kicks, and goals will grant them victory, and perhaps also ensure that the sport begins its journey back into the spotlight.
全然惜しくねえ。レフトオープンにまた3枚。
At number 8 we have 2.43 Sein Koko Danshi Volleyball. Genius setter Kimichika Haijima moves back to Fukui from Tokyo after an incident within his school's volleyball team forces him out. There, he is reunited with his childhood friend, Yuni Kuroba, a member of the Monshiro Middle School boys volleyball team who is unaware of his own talents. Hajima notices Kuroba's abilities and is determined to form a new volleyball team with Kuroba as the team's ace. At the prefectural tournament, Kuroba crumbles under the pressure, which causes the Monshiro team to fall apart after losing. The loss also creates a rift between Hajima and Kuroba, leading the former to quit the team. Now, as students at Sein High School, Hajima and Kuroba find themselves on the same volleyball team once again. Having learned from his past mistakes, Hajima helps Kuroba overcome his performance anxiety to become the ace and carry the team to the prefectural championship. With support from the team captain Shinichiro Oda and vice-captain Misao Aoki, Sein aim to win the prefecturals and become Fukui's representatives at the spring tournament. To do this, they will need to beat Fukuho Technical High School, the reigning champions of Fukui. Will Hajima's team defeat the odds, or are they doomed to repeat his history of losing?
全日本ノービス選手権リンク上演技をしているのは小学5年生前島健生選手。
At number 7 we have Skate Leading Stars. Child figure skating prodigy Kensei Maeshima abruptly quits the sport after his one-sided rival Reo Shinozaki refuses to acknowledge his skill. Now, as a student at Inodai High School, Kensei uses his athletic skills to assist the other sports teams, but he never officially joins one. One day, Reo announces his switch from singles figure skating into team-based skate leading and joins St. Clavis Gakuin High School, last year's Grand Prix champions. Hayato Sasugai, a classmate with a mysterious connection to Ryo, convinces Kensei to switch to skate leading in order to finally defeat his rival in a competition. Kensei's sudden entry into the Inodai skate leading club is met with backlash from the current members. Although he is a very strong single skater, Kensei lacks the teamwork skills required to perform well in a skate leading. Factoring in his hot-headed, impatient attitude, inconsistent skating performances, and a complicated history with some of the members, Kensei's teammates do not believe he is a good fit to be their lead. The team must work together to resolve these issues, however, if they wish to qualify for the Grand Prix finals and even stand a chance at defeating San Clavis Gakuen.
その様子を言うなれば走る格闘技競技の名はカバディ
At number 6 we have Shakunetsu Kabaddi. Tatsuya Yoigoshi, a once nationally recognized soccer player, is now a first-year student at Nokin High School. Due to his developed hatred for sports, he has abandoned his previous aspirations to become a famous live streamer on the internet. One day, Soma Azamichi, a first year on the Kabaddi team, seeks to recruit Yoigoshi and spontaneously interrupts his livestream. Without any expectations, Yoigoshi follows Soma to the school gym where he witnesses second years Kyohei Misumi and Shinji Date engaged in a primal contact sport of Kabaddi. Despite ridiculing the rules of play, Yoigoshi is stunned by the intensity of the round. Because of an enticing deal and slight coercion, he agrees to settle the prospect of his recruitment through the most invigorating way: a battle of Kabaddi, a team sport played empty-handed.
ここはどこだ？どうして水の中に？何あれ？ボール？え？わかんない。全然わかんない。どういうこと？
At number 5 we have Remain. The story centers on Minato Kiyomizu, a boy who quit playing water polo after an incident during the winter of his third year of junior high school. After entering high school, he makes a promise and decides to try water polo again and joins the school's team with his friends. However, the new team will run into problems along the way.
3コーナーから4コーナーに向かうところ、シンボリ・ルドルフは今先頭から7、8番手でありますが、未だ動きはありません。4コーナーを回ります。4コーナーを回った。最後の直線、後方も一気にやってきた。シンボリ・ルドルフ、外を回った。残り 200m。外からルドルフ、外からルドルフ、外からシンボリ・ルドルフが来る。
At number 4 we have Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. Within the horse racing world, the horse girls of Team Spica have been gaining popularity as they continue to rack up victories. The one receiving the most attention in the group is Tokai Teo, known for her cheerful personality and exceptional running skills. Teo aims to become an undefeated Triple Crown horse girl by winning all 3 G1 races consecutively, a feat that has not been accomplished since the legendary Symbolic Rudolph managed to do so many years ago. On her path to obtaining the Triple Crown, Teo is met with many challenges, encountering both old and new rivals. Amidst her fierce rivalries, however, Teo is soon confronted with decisions that will leave a huge impact on her very own racing career. At number 3 we have Bakuten. Shotaro Futaba has always loved sports, but he never became more than a bench warmer on his middle school baseball team. After noticing a group of gymnasts practicing in the park, he decides to watch a rhythmic gymnastics tournament on a whim. Although displaying an exhilarating performance at the competition, the Shoshukan High School's rhythmic gymnastics club places second to last due to penalties acquired from not fielding a full 6-man roster. The demonstration of skill captivates Shotaro and he decides to enroll as Shoshukan in hopes of joining the team despite having no background in the sport. The club recruits him alongside Ryoya Misato, a prodigal gymnast who was the runner-up in a junior tournament. Now, with a full 6-man roster, the team sets out to compete in the upcoming Inter-High tournament. As he strives to accomplish this ambitious endeavor, Shotaro must learn and master the basics of rhythmic gymnastics, all while working in tandem with his new teammates if Shoshukan wants to stand a chance at claiming the title. At number 2 we have Skate. High school student Reki Kyan is passionate about one thing, skateboarding. When night falls, he heads to S, an illegal underground race inside a mine where skaters compete in highly dangerous situations. After a loss that results in his skateboard being destroyed and his arm being broken, Reki is now incapable of practicing at all. While working, Reki runs into his new classmate, Langa Hasegawa, a half Canadian and half Japanese boy with no skateboarding experience whatsoever. Langa is in a desperate need of money. After they both visit S, when tasked by Reki's boss, they get into trouble and are forced into a bet that requires Langa to skate in a race. However, the mysterious transfer student holds a trump card that Reki is unaware of, one which might help him win the race in the most unexpected way. At number 1 we have Nomad, Megalobox 2. Megalobox is an advanced form of boxing where competitors wear metal frames called gear. When the first ever Megalonia tournament took place, Gearless Joe became its champion and known to all as a legendary fighter. However, soon after, he lost an exhibition match against the second champion and vanished from the public eye. 7 years later, Joe now goes by Nomad and keeps a low profile, occasionally fighting in a few underground matches to get by. He is haunted by hallucinations and relies on a set of painkillers to numb his mind. During a match, Joe wins against an opponent, Chief, who purposefully loses for some extra cash from gamblers. Subsequently, Joe discovers that Chief is from a community of immigrants called the Casa. Chief is gradually trying to make enough money to purchase the land where they live illegally. At first, Joe hesitates to get involved, but eventually decides to lend the Casa a helping hand. Thank you for watching my video about the top 10 sports anime of 2021. Make sure to smash like, subscribe and hit the bell button for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.